something. I don't know what that is, but it happened. It happened. Alright, so these mods are absolutely overpowered. I'm talking about the ones that are supposed to make the game hard. Look, I've got these guys. These are the guys that I usually have in my armies. But I don't have them around this point. But I'm nearly a tier 2. I mean, I haven't been doing it that long. It's just got to winter. Just got to winter. But look at this guy, right? Just look at the stats. 250 of athletic polearms and two-handed. What's this guy? 120 athletics, but 220 one-handed and 100 throwing. And then let's look at the barbarian noble. 30 athletics, but 180 one-handed, 250 polearm, 180 riding. Oh, this guy's way better. And then we got this guy. Look at those stats. 195 athletics, 290 one-handed, 285 polearm, 300 riding, 305 throwing, and 255 two-handed. What is these stats? I thought that the war of Coradia was supposed to make the game a little bit harder. But it's gonna make the game easy if I keep getting those guys. But anyway, as I said, I am close to not close to getting my first tier, and I haven't even spoken to anybody. Send troops? They killed them all. Okay. Things die so easy with that mod. Talking about that, I showed you that an empire or a kingdom died. And, what's this? This is empire stuff. So, that war. So, I'll just see people dropping off every time I try to do a tournament. And going around collecting bandits and stuff. Oh, look at all these bandits.
Back off!
Well, you got 7 of them. See, it just, wow. I don't even know what to get you. Kind of both shit. I got 2 of these, so I'll get 1 of each. So I'm gonna start looking for people to talk to. The question is, where are they going to? dead! See? I can't speak to Garius. Some people call it the Great Bear and Drake. In the year 1077, Emperor Nereus led an army accompanied by Kusites and Azarai to fight the coalition of Sturgians, Britannians, and Flandrians. It was a disaster for him. He died in it, but the victors didn't fare much better. Let's see. Is there anything else? Can you tell me how I wasn't there? I know Lupin has some thoughts, but you hate Lupin though. Yes, I think you do. Fuck. Shit. Shit. Fuck. Decline. Okay. Kingdoms. Azzaevil, he's still alive. Tunians, Caladog, still alive. Hussites, he's still alive. Northern Empire, Lupin still alive. This guy dead. Yeah, she's usually the last one I spoke to. Oh my god, oh dear. Ragnarad died in battle. Oh, guy, oh no. Samir's dead too? Oh my god, what is going on? People are dying. Indians. Western Empire. Alright. I just want to see what the angry peasants are about. But they're gonna do that. Okay. Let's just go with Northern Empire. Let's see. Here. That is far. Barbarian warrior, yeah. Give me those barbarians.
That's close enough. Who are you?
I am Aaron. And who are you? I am Lucan, rightful Emperor of the Calradians. I am Lord of those places. Yeah, cool. I will always listen to a man of integrity. On the other hand, if you lack that, please do not plague me with your company. Can you tell me anything about the Battle of Pandraic? Yes, I was a junior officer of Neretsi's staff. People say much about the battle that betrays a lack of understanding of Neretsi's and of the circumstances he faced. Neretsi's had an obligation to avenge the Pentanian attack on our land. He marched out with all the forces he could gather. The Flandrians betrayed us, but that's what you expect from honest barbarians. Fortune favored the enemy. What matters is that we did what honor required. Perhaps if Neretis was rash, sending our infantry up into the hills to storm the Britannian fort, but he thought he could grab the pass quickly before the enemy had time to reinforce it. If he had made the other wager and that turned out to be wrong, people would say that he was hesitant. I stayed with Neretis until we were forced back to our camp by the Sturgians infantry, and then fought on the battlements. Eventually we could hold them no longer. I did not see what happened to Neretis or to our banner, Arcanius. I did not respect Arcanius before, but that day I saw he was worthy to be emperor. Thank you. Alright, that's one. I'm in these lands. So I might as well talk to you. And also recruit the best horse bowmen, which I doubt they are the best now. What's Desert Warrior? In either way, this one's better. Wait, this one's an archer. I mean, that's pretty good old shit. Breakers aren't enemies no more? Send troops. Did you have to kill so many?
I don't think I know you.
I'm Aaron, who are you? I am Gordon of the... Yeah. Can you tell me anything about the Battle of Pendrake? Yes, it was madness, the greatest blow struck against the Empire in a lifetime, and we squandered it, scrabbling among ourselves about a flag. They say Oleg the Old had pried the dragon banner out of the Emperor's dead hand, but then Prince Ragnarfad, who had not so much as drawn his sword in the battle, claimed it as a trophy. Oleg, who was covered in enemy's blood, laughed at Ragnarfad and told him to go find his own toys to play with. Ragnarfad struck him, so Oleg broke the banner over his knee and threw it at the prince's face. Or perhaps it was just Ragnarfad. He was doing in his anger when up comes the Battalion King Caladog. The Battalions had taken their time stripping the bodies of the Imperial vanguard, and the Sturgians were angry at them. So Ragnarfad called him a coward, Caladog sneers at him, and walks off. Insults his most powerful vassal, and then insults his most valued ally. A fine day's work, wouldn't you say? But he has grown wiser since, though no more pleasant to spend time with. He's dead. Look, another person died.
Yours is not a face I know. What is your name, stranger?
I'm Aaron. And who are you? I am Mudtag, Khan of the Kusites. I am Lord of Macabre and blah. Can you tell me anything about the Battle of Pendrake? Yes, the Emperor Neretzes had offered to hire our warriors as mercenaries. I saw nothing wrong with that. The Empire was an old bear, well-fed, slow-moving. It wanted to keep what it had. The Sturgians were and are hungry wolves, like us. Sometimes wolves hunt in packs, and sometimes they don't. Sometimes one wolf wants the lion to kill his rival. Most of those who went were Kurgans. They are a young clan. Their lineage is not like ours. They were always looking to prove themselves. Anyway, at the battle, the Noyan Solon was slain alongside most of the males of his house. What can I say? A thirst for glory is dangerous, both to the thirsty ones and those around him. Clans rise, clans fall. My duty is to all the Kusites. Look at it this way. Were it not for her husband's death, Lady Mezui would never have inherited the leadership of the Kurgans. Death creates opportunity. The survivors of a great battle makes a great show of mourning, but inside they rejoice. Thank you. Sounds like you have bitterness towards her. Oh my god. People just drop dead. What the fuck is the Northern Empire doing here? Seven more to go. And people are dropping like flies. Oh. And, slow down. Drink from the skull. Let's attack these guys. Yep. Let's see. Would it be so much to ask?
Troops!
For,
Make a shield wall! Forward! Archers! Loose formation! Forward! Cavalry! Move! Horse archers! Stand apart! Move!
Well now...
Yours is not a face I know. What is your name, stranger?
Alright, I'm Aaron. Who are you? I'm Urgian of the Fenderngil, one of the ancient leaders of Britannians. I am Lord of Dunglani. I am not one of those who love war for its own sake, but Caliphate with you? Still need reliable warriors who are true to their word. I will keep faith with all those who keep faith with me. I want to recruit barbarians. Can you tell me anything about the Battle of Pandraic? For any son of Britannia, there will be no prouder moment in life than that day. Any true son of Britannia, anyway. Look, right before the Battle of High King Errol disappearance and his adopted son Caladog became king, that set tongues to waggle, you know. But let me tell you, old Errol could never in his life have won such a victory as did Caladog that day. We waited for them like wolves in the wood as their vanguard came up the winding roads. They came without archers to protect them. Caladog blew his horns and our bowmen fired on them from all sides. They turned their shields one way and were hit from the other. A glorious thing to watch. When they were all good and addled like frightened sheep, running this way and that, the rest of us warriors descended upon them with our falchions and swords. I cleaved this way and that. I took 12 heads, and mine was far from the greatest catch. The grandchildren tire of me telling this story. Thank you. I would talk to Minir, whatever his name is, but he dead. It was good to meet you. Come see me if you need anything. Alright. Caladog.
Well now, stranger, peace to you. What is your name?
I am Aaron, and who are you? I am Caladog, High King of Britannia. I'm always looking for a good fighter. If you ask me about me, I suspect you'd be told I take good care of my men. Can you tell me anything about the Battle of Pandraic? I am a busy man, but there's always time to talk about the blessed Battle of Pandraic. Our dear old beloved King Errol, a wonderful man, but with a heart perhaps just a mite too tender, did not wish for us to go off to war. But then he disappeared, and I, his son-in-law, ascended to the kingship. The clans cried out for war. They had 100 years of crime against them to avenge. I, the father of my people, gave them what they wanted. Now the emperor used tricks and traps in war. No Britannians feared to meet an Imperial soldier man to man, but we thought it'd be a good laugh to use their tricks against them. So we laid an ambush on both sides of the wooded pass, and wouldn't you know, they marched right into it. They turned and twisted as our arrows rained down upon them, like fish going frantic in a pond as you draw the net tighter. Then, when they were greatly discomfited, we took our foxes and swords and reaped the harvest. Oh, there was some unpleasantness later with the Sturgeons about the spoils of war, but what a grand old day it was. Thank you. I must leave. Oh, well, I don't know who to go to now. And just down the road, good old king.
Stop there, stranger. I bid you peace. At least until I find out who you are, anyway.
I am Aaron, and who are you? I am Dirthard, king of the Flandrians. I am Lord of Sidgot and Galand. I heard of you. At last we meet. You sound like a good man to know. Let us speak together from time to time. Can you tell me anything about the Battle of Pandraic? It was a victory of that kind that is almost as bad as a defeat. We had given an oath to the Empire to join them if attacked. It seems clear to me that we should have honored our oaths. That the Britannians and Sturgians were aggressors, but there is always room to argue details. Ultimately, our barons did not wish to fight with the Empire, so they resisted coming to its help. The Ritzies, when he heard we were hesitant, he sent us a message calling us cowards and traitors. And you say that to the Flandrian noble? You're at your peril. The Ritzies should have known what he was doing. We joined the Sturgians. I did not fight in the battle. I stood on a hill, telling my commanders where to go and who to attack, and we did rather well, I think. You heard. Still, we took losses, heavy losses, and gained little, and for this, the barons blamed me, even though it was their idea to fight. I learned that day that a king should always lead and never follow. But it was a better lesson. Thank you. I would talk to some of your people about this, but they dead! Everyone's dying so quickly. Alright.
Peace to you, stranger. What is your name?
I'm Aaron, and who are you? I am Andrew of the Deal Our family served the king of Flandrians for generations. If you ever want a chance of glory, you might want to consider fighting for me. One day you can tell your grandchildren that you served under my command. Can you tell me anything about the Battle of Pandraic? Yes, I was tasked by Dirthard with command of the crossbowmen. Our knights spied a mass of Azzaevil light infantry spread across the valley and charged them. They weren't ready to meet the onslaught and were routed, but then a bunch of Hussites showed up and kept their distance, giving the knights a hard time, shooting their horses from out from under them. That's when we showed up. When it was just us fighting the horse archers, we were winning. A man on foot can shoot as well as or better than a man on a horseback. All things being equal, and there were a lot more of us, so they started to go down and gallop off. The knights, of course, pursued, and that's when the problem started. Imperial cataphracts showed up, armored head to foot, and their horses too, so they just ignored us shooting and tore right through us. I was swept away in the retreat and saw no more of the battle. King Dirthard had a good enough plan, but the barons, Ingolfer, Aldrich, that lot ignored him as they always do. Thank you. Just gotta find a couple more people now. After traveling some bit, I found someone else. Talk.
Well now, stranger. Peace to you. What is your name?
I'm Aaron, and who are you? I'm Adran of the Bannlord, a clan of Azzaevil. I am Lord of Huzan Folk and Rashia. I'm always looking for good fighters. If you ask about me, I suspect you'll be told that I take good care of my man. Can you tell me anything about the Battle of Pandraic? There was never a prouder moment for the Bani Saran. The bravest of most valiant sons of our clan, Nimir led off a large group of Asari warriors to fight for the Empire. For gold and glory, I went with them. When we saw the Battanian archers come down from the hills, Naimir was ready. He gave the word. We held our shields over our heads as the arrows rained down. Then, threw our javelins and charged. We cut them down. Then the Flandrian knights came. We were attacked on two sides, and the Emperor, who could have sent men to save us, took his time. Perhaps he wanted the best of the Asari to die. Least we become too powerful later. But that betrayal was nothing compared to what we received from our fellow Asari of the Banu killed. Nimir returned in well-deserved glory. A daughter of the Banu killed took an interest in him, and they had a secret affair, as a youth sometimes do, as heroes do. But Nimir's acts wounded Khalidzi's pride. They kidnapped him, slew him, and hung him in a cage in their market. We will forgive the Empire and the Flandrians. The Khalids? Better not ask me that. Thank you. Well, I think I only got one more person to talk to. Yes. I know who I'd save for last. It was just waiting. She was attacking this castle.
I don't know you. I suppose you should tell me your name.
I'm Aaron, and who are you? I'm Regrea, rightful Empress of the Calradians. I am Lady of a lot of places. I heard of you, at last we meet. You sound like a good man to know. Let us speak together from time to time. Can you tell me anything about the Battle of Pandraic? Of course, I did not witness the battle, but my husband, Irenicus, spoke frequently of it. He was one of the Emperor's trusted commanders. He could not stop Neretzes from marching to defeat, but he managed to salvage something from the disaster. When the Sturgians came over the barricades, he managed to lead a group of Neretzes guardsmen out the back. My husband's small force held together and were joined by stragglers and fugitives. He described the march back: no food, little water, marching day and night to keep ahead of the enemy outriders, but they survived. He only organized imperial force to do so. The city was in a state of panic after hearing rumors of what happened. Irenicus kept things from descending into chaos. When it came time for the Senate to choose the next emperor, there was no question that it should be him. I loved him before as a man, but that day I learned to love him as something more. what a gift he was to the people of Calradia. If you want more information, there are two people you might try to speak to. Estenia worked as a sort of unofficial spy master for Nazis. She lives near Epicrotia. Then there's Azzaevil, who was his bodyguard. He's supposed to be near Munov, though I heard he's changed quite a bit since then. Thank you. I must leave. Wait. Let me give you something. I did that quest. Look at these guys. Oh, a lot of enemies. So much shit is going on. It's just constant war. What's this stuff? Don't know. Nope. So much stuff going on constantly. I had to rush that quest. It was like, oh, people are dying left, right, and center. Wow. Oh, I'm clan tier 2. I didn't realize. I'm gonna end this episode off here. I did a lot in a quick amount of time. It's been a year. Wow. Now then, I've been out in Paradise. This has been Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord. Thank you for watching, and I shall see you in the next episode of Clan Paradise, the Paradise Clan. Thank you and goodbye.